Happy Halloween. Hopefully you had a good one. I'm Bunnysmacker, and today I'll be reviewing Castlevania REQUIEM, a collection of two of the most revered Castlevania games ever made. Castlevania Rondo of Blood, first released in 1993, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, first released in 1997, and are now available in one combined package for the PS4. Experience two of the greatest games from the famous Castlevania series. Make your way to the top of Dracula's castle as Richter Belmont, descendant of the famed clan of vampire hunters in Rondo of Blood. Or take the leading role as Dracula's son Alucard in Symphony of the Night. Enjoy the unique world, the epic classical background music, and side-scrolling action of Castlevania series. Castlevania Rondo of Blood feels like the true follow-up to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse for the NES. If you thought Nintendo Hard was too hard for a video game, Rondo of Blood is not for you. It is the hardest game in the Castlevania franchise. It's an interesting turn for Konami since Super Castlevania 4 is the easiest and came out right before this one. Maybe they were trying to cater to their hardcore fan base in Japan at the time. Luckily, there is a save file, or I'd never gotten through it with just the 3 lives provided. Richter Belmont is the best moving Belmont, whom is very fun to control. And while his whip can't be abused in every direction, like Simon in Super Castlevania 4, he can jump while on stairs and do a cool backflip. The sprite work, music, and gameplay is as solid as it comes, and despite Bloodlines / The New Generation coming out after this for the Sega Genesis, I still believe this is the best classic Castlevania game, or at least tied with Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. It not being in the classic Castlevania collection is still weird, and at this point I've talked about that collection in every one of these other Castlevania collection reviews, so I should probably review that one as well at some point.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Sadly, in this port of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you won't be hearing that iconic quote. They use the new voice recordings from the PSP port, and that's really the biggest knock against this entire version of what I think is almost a perfect game. What can I really say about Symphony of the Night that hasn't already been said? It basically invented an entire video game genre, the Metroidvania. You take control of the best moving and overpowered Alucard, the son of Dracula. Collecting different weapons and not having the whip vampire killer makes for a lot of gameplay variety. Alucard can also learn a few spells and summon a few familiars. Once you gain the ability to turn into a wolf, mist, and a bat, Dracula's castle really opens up and feels very fun to explore. Well, until you literally flip it upside down. Which, yes, at the time it released was super cool and unexpected, but now is a tad annoying. CD quality Castlevania music is basically cheating as far as video game music goes. Castlevania is in the same realm and discussion as Mega Man, Final Fantasy, Zelda, and Dark Souls. I wouldn't argue with anyone who had the opinion that this is the best soundtrack in all of gaming. Like I said before, this game revolutionized not only the Castlevania franchise, but gaming as a whole. It has paved the way for so many modern video games, and overall, I would still play it over the vast majority of those. Although that might just be nostalgia bias. As for the collection as a whole, being stuck on the PS4 shop is a bummer. And I feel like if you enjoy classic Castlevania or Metroidvanias, this is a pairing of the best games in either style. As for options, this collection has almost none, aside from a few picture options like scanline filters or frames. There isn't much else here. My biggest complaint would have to be that certain sounds come out of the controller speakers, and I have not found an option to turn that off in-game. Maybe if you know the answer, you can tell me in the comments below. If you have a PS4 or a PS5, this collection is a good one to pick up. I believe it's on sale until the 2nd of November. The original price of $19.99 seems high with the few options this collection has, but if you look up either game on eBay, it actually seems like a steal. No bunnies were harmed in the making of this review. Thanks for watching, as always. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscriber. I've been Bunnysmacker, and you've been my audience. I'll see you in the next one. Same bunny time, same bunny channel. Alright, see ya.